Yo, what is up, everyone? Good morning. I'm gonna prep some breakfast for the doggos and myself right now. Um, let's see. So for the doggos, I'm just gonna heat them up some hot water right here, and I'm gonna mix that with their food. They make them a nice little bit of a stew, and yeah, they'll eat it. All right. Let's get this water heated up here. Should be fine. All right, so how's everybody doing this morning? Good morning. Welcome. Yeah, should be a simple breakfast today, the usual. Once I get this water heated up, what's up with that? Is this dirty? No. I'm guessing it's just the minerals in the water or something like that. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. No problem. I just put on a movie this morning. We streamed pretty late last night. You know what's kind of crazy is we did the next Prestige event on Need for Speed, and we passed it on our first night, overnight. We played Dead by Daylight, had tons of fun with that, and pushed forward with DMC4 on Legendary Dark Knight. And so I feel like that difficulty is pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's just like so many enemies, and sometimes the difficulty gets cranked up. I mean, I died a couple times yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. And so it was pretty tough, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. I think I found a good way to combo, using a Dark Slayer and Swordmaster. You could definitely run a few combos with Rebellion, and who knows? There's probably some other stuff we could do with that. So I think maybe when we play it some more today, I'll get some more practice in on that. For right now, though, yep, I'm just making a quick breakfast. I don't have the most battery, but I don't think I'll do the stream for that long. So we'll just get this out of the way. Let me get the puppies their food ready. Serve you guys some food right now. One sec, y'all. Oh, gotta clean this real quick. I'm gonna let the water boil. Fine. I'm ready to serve some food like this. I'm not gonna eat it. water's going. Alright, make sure these dog bowls are nice and clean. One is a spare. Some more later. This one's good to go. There we go. So now I can take this hot water here. Cooper, what's up, dude? For this, we need the hot water. Please, to me. Please. It's pretty hot. So that's it from there too. Alright, with the rest of this water, I can make some coffee. Oh, who got timed out? Oh, it's Cooper. Who timed him out though? Oh, it was management. Alright. Let me see. Why did he get timed out though? I made a stream about the Snow Crew. You should check it out. Oh, okay. The heck? I don't know why he got timed out for that, but let me fix it. I think management was just thinking that I think management probably found that a bit ingenuine. It's all good though. Yeah, if I have time, I'll check it out. But I don't even know what that is. Stands for, oh, okay. Cool. Oh my goodness. Ben's still there. Crazy roll. Nice. Oh my goodness. That place is evil. Freaking retirement homes. At this point, she'd be better off in a hospice home. Oh my goodness, that guy was pretty evil. Jeez. Nice. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my stream and you'll get it. Yeah, if I have time, dude. Yeah, alright, yo. Thank you, Cooper, for the comments, bro. Yeah, I could see why management timed you out though. Like, they just find your comments a bit ingenuine. So I could see why they timed you out, bro. They say, because every time you come on the stream, you just like promote yourself or whatever, like that. It's pretty ingenuine. Alright, just double checking the stream because I think it's a little off. Time to make my breakfast. Puppies and food is served. Come eat. Yeah, I apologize, guys, if you guys get timed out by management. It's just, sometimes they don't like when people are ingenuine in the chat. For example, I mean, most people don't even, say, hey, how you doing? Or, like, stuff like that, most people just come in and just start trying to, like, promote themselves or something like that, so... good for y'all, but I mean, I just don't. Same time, I don't see it as a genuine interaction either. Well, that's all good, y'all. All good. But yeah, whenever stuff like that happens, like I said, management is the one that most of the time handles all of that. And sometimes I'll do it myself too. It's just like I said, a lot of people do that. It's like that situation with Frosty that I told you guys about. I'll Frosty would join my party. He would request to join, and then he'd join my party, and then the first thing he says is that, "Oh, what sprites? What sprites do you have? Do you have this Galaxy 0 Point or whatever, something like that?" And I'm like, dude, like you didn't even say what's up. You didn't even say how you doing. You're not even trying to squat up. So, at this point, it's just, like I said, it's just not genuine to me. A lot of people aren't even really playing Fortnite right now. They're just doing the whole sprite thing and, trading with people. People are selling, they're selling sprites for V-Bucks. And so, I'm not saying, I think that's actually a bannable offense. I mean, they don't have any monetary value, so, if you guys get caught doing that, I think that's on y'all. But yeah, same thing with Cooper right now. Just bro said sup and then went straight immediately to trying to promote his video and his channel. And Cooper does that every stream that he comes by on. So I kind of just don't feel like I have that. I got a genuine chat from him. I've gone on his streams and yeah, I said what's up and how you doing, man? Good stream. But not. But I don't go on his streams and all of this and say, oh, everybody go check out my channel and try to promote myself on his stream. I'm sure he wouldn't like that. Alright, enough about that though. No, but I understand. I mean, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. I just think there's ways to go about it. Yo, but my bad, I didn't continue playing Fortnite last night, everybody. I was just so tired after streaming pretty much all night. It was like almost 4 in the morning. And, yeah, you know, I was just ready to shut down, honestly. I wasn't, I wasn't feeling the best as well. You know, like I said, we were doing the whole climbing upstairs drift event on Need for Speed, and we passed it. But like I said, that whole time it was just kind of like my brain was just looping on certain things, and I was just like, oh man, didn't really make me feel good. You know, I had a little bit of a drink last night, so I think that probably influenced some of that. You know, in a negative way. And yeah, you know, sometimes that's what happens when I have a night drink or two. But I was fine. I ended up kind of recovering. I realized that I just needed to go to sleep and let go of things that, like, how would you say it? That weren't really realistic, so to speak. I mean, my brain was all over the place. And, you know, remembering some of the, you know, realities, the stuff that did happen, yeah, you know, it kind of made me feel better. You know, like, everybody makes mistakes, but, how would you say it? For me, I guess it was just more of a, you know, some things were done to me, you know, and I guess in terms of revenge, and, you know, some things you just not necessarily could go back from, you know? And so, yeah, I think that was just kind of one of the things that I was harping on last night. Riffing, you know? But all is forgiven. I think that's just more or less how I feel in the end. I mean, I'm really, like, how would I say it? For myself, you know, I haven't really changed much, but at the same time, you could really say I have. I just got older, you know? But all, you know, oh well. To the good times. You know, I feel like that's just one of the things that I deal with, I guess, on the daily. But in the end, I'm still just gonna try to be that person that, you know, try to be the best I can be. You guys want the toaster cam? I got y'all. Let's get the toaster cam rolling. Toaster cam. Nice. See if I can go more later. Yeah, you know, another thing I noticed was there's just so much ingenuineness in the online community these days. You know, I've seen so many like creators and stuff like that, you know, like I said, they band together just to get that, just to reach monetization status, and then they don't ever really make it, like, you know, and I'm not trying to hate on these people, but yeah, you know, they don't ever really go past that. And yeah, you know, I noticed a lot of the people that I was following, you know, they unfollowed me, and they you know, some of these people even blocked me, but you know, upon review, I mean, yeah, dude, these people have been stuck in the same spots for all these years, and it's just kind of like, man, you know, and it shows because they lack the proper, like, you know, genuineness, I would say. You know, they're all doing like follow for follow, or you know, doing all these posts like, hey, help me get monetized. Like, if they really want to get monetized, they should put more effort into their content, you know? A lot of people might not, it goes over people's heads though. You know, I've seen a lot of people kind of really destroy their own channels just for some likes, for some views, you know? You see a lot of people spend like thousands of dollars on like, you know, just to buy themselves likes and views, and you know, they only have that, like you go to their channel or their profile and they only have, you know, one post that, you know, you could obviously tell that they bought all that engagement. It's not even engagement, by the way, because it doesn't get counted as engagement, by the way. You know, a lot of people might not know that either. So they're just kind of throwing money into an empty hole. You know, just creating a money pit. And then they fall into that rut. You know, I see a lot of people using like, you know, they be using bot services, chat bots, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, I don't know, man. You know, like I said, it's kind of like the whole similar situation with like the sprites and, you know, people just trying to promote themselves and stuff. Like it's, like I said, it's, I thought it's not the right way, for sure. 100%. That is the wrong way. You don't gotta leave me too. A lot of these people, they don't even stream for the love of the game. They stream to try to, you know, make money and stuff like that. Too bad. That's why we see so much more people quit and give up, because they're not in it. For the right reasons. Alright, but we don't need to worry about all of that. In the end, that's their choices. That's the decisions they made as creators. That's the path they chose. Alright, give me a sec. Yeah, but I'm not trying to speak ill of other creators. I'm just kind of pointing out something that I see a lot. Alright, let me get this light on. Lighting. Go. Try our omelet here. Let me fix this angle a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're on season 3, episode 11 of Suits. If you guys want to start it with me at the same time, let's do it. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so what's going down right now? Pretty much we got to the point where Scotty spent the night with Harvey. He asked her if she wanted a job at Pierce Inspector. And then in the last episode we also remember that um Lewis snooped through the Harvard files, which he wasn't supposed to, and he couldn't find Mike Ross's file. And so and so yeah, pretty much that's got Lewis, you know, deep in thought about it. He started off with like, is Mike CIA? That was a pretty funny one. That would have been a good one. And yeah, he pretty much came to the conclusion that Mike didn't go to Harvard, and now he's gonna try to expose him, I think. Um, Mike is on a case right now involving some guy named Nick Rinaldi, and basically this is the lawyer that did the settlement for Mike Ross's case when his parents got into a horrible car accident and he was pretty much orphaned. Or he was orphaned, not pretty much, was. And so, um, and right now, yeah, Mike's pretty much got like a personal thing against this guy. And right now they're just trying to get this case that this guy, the lawyer, Nick Rinaldi has, um, to get that case dismissed so he could get a win against him and kind of like, you know, put that in the dirt. So with Scotty, you know, she talked to Jessica. You know, she got a good bonus, good signing bonus, all of this and that. And you know, she's like iffy on the whole thing because you know she wants it to work out, and you know, if she becomes like a senior partner or something like that, you know, she doesn't want it to obviously cost her $500,000 just to become a senior partner, have it not work out, and then they break up, and the whole, you know, that whole thing falls apart pretty much, or falls through. And so, okay, right now what we're witnessing is, um, Lewis is asking Donna right now whether Mike Ross is actually went to Harvard and stuff like that. All right. Dang, that was bad. And so what ended up happening, Mike was they did a deposition, and pretty much he started having flashbacks to when he was a kid. And and yeah, wow. So Mike got shaken up a little bit by the questioning, and yeah, it was pretty bad. You know, he kind of froze up in the deposition. Harvey had to bail him out, and you know, Mike's still like pretty much gung ho. I mean, he's kind of losing his cool a little bit, but I know Mike's just trying to stick it to this guy. And so what just happened right now is Rachel's bringing Mike food while he's trying to work on getting the case dismissed the next day. And before that, the scene that happened was Donna went into Harvey's office to tell him that Lewis might be on the mic, and that they really shouldn't. I don't know, it's kind of a tough one because, you know, if he calls for the transcript, then he's going to get the transcript, but it wasn't filed, so he's going to ask Sheila about it, more than likely. And so it's going to be a conflict of, yeah, most definitely. I mean, she's probably going to get mad at him, but then if this starts becoming a wider array of things, it's not going to go well for Mike. So they need to figure out how to not necessarily cover this up, but yeah, it's a tough one. You know, I guess the only way out of it is to make Sheila believe that she misfiled Mike Ross's thing. So and I feel sorry for Mike because he's talking right now. He's talking about how that night when the accident to them happened, pretty much wow, I kind of got lost right there. Oh yeah, I feel bad for Mike because he said he didn't even get to say goodbye to his parents. You know, he was upstairs doing something and he didn't even get to tell them goodbye or, you know, be safe when they left. And so I can understand what that means. You know, you always want to like tell your loved ones that, you know, see you later, be safe. You know, you hope to see them again because, you know, you might not ever know when's the last time you see somebody. So and so right now he was basically telling Rachel that it's not that, you know, it's not what he did, it's how he did it. It's like uh, basically the lawyer that he's going up against, Nick, or Mr. Rinaldi, is he's basically just putting a price tag on what happened. You know, sure they had some drinks and stuff like that. Mm. Dang, Dana totally used, or Scotty totally used Harvey right there. That was a power play, I can't lie. Scotty's good at that. I would have folded immediately, I'm not gonna lie. And so I think Mike kind of has a pattern here. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't, but it's the way that lawyer handles himself. He says the same things, you know, puts a price tag on everything and tells people not to hope for anything, you know? And so in a way he's kind of, you know, he's deterring, he's hmm. Mike's grilling the guy. He's grilling somebody on in court right now. Whoa. I don't know. That's true though. I mean, before going into surgery or stuff like that, you can't have any drinks or anything. But Mike Ross, you know, the Mr. Rinaldi said, and he said, "Oh, and I'm the monster because pretty much Mike's just using this case to get at him." Oh, oh, he's gonna make Donna cry again. She's right. Come on, you gotta listen to the lady. Listen to the lady. Don't do it, Lewis. Don't do it. Ah, thank you, Donna. She might have saved Mike, but I don't know if he doesn't. Oh no. Mm. Oh. Oh no, she's gonna squeeze it out of you. Oh, never mind. Oh, room 305. All right, let's go. See, you're tripping, Lewis. Go, just go pull up later, man. Do not tell her about the file. For the love of everything, do not tell her about the file. Oh my goodness. Dang. I also think Mr. Rinaldi is right. Mike's doing this out of his own personal conviction, and it's not necessarily the conflict of interest. And there's that original case file. It shows the blood alcohol content and everything. I mean, you're right. They were lucky to even get a settlement there. Because stuff like that would immediately get thrown out by life insurance and all of this and that. But then again, not 100% of the time. Because not that I honestly, the accident probably wasn't even their fault. Because they literally got T-boned by a truck. I mean, it doesn't matter where or how it happened. The matter of the fact is they got T-boned by a truck, or whatever, a semi. I killed them both. Doesn't matter how competent he was at the time, whether he had a drink or two or not. But yeah, so that's why Mike needs to chill out. Because Mr. Rinaldi was telling him right there that he learned that he stopped doing it, stuff like that, because it didn't make him feel good. And Mike's doing this, to make himself, feel better, but it's not gonna make him feel better. Because this case is, Mr. Rinaldi's actually doing this case to help the client, He's being sympathetic and all of this and that. What happened, Lewis? Mm. Mm? Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh. Oh. Dang, I need myself a lot. The Dark Knight Rises? Yo. Oh my gosh. Lewis is a lucky man. I can't lie. I would have folded for Sheila Sass too. I remember that. You know, Harvey does a good thing. I mean, he does like Scotty. Oh, Harvey does a good thing. I think he covers her buy-in too. Like, or I think Scotty pays it, but he reimburses her for it because he didn't want her to feel like she was tied down or something like that in a way that you know. Ugh. Nah, man. No. Mike, you're getting too in your head, man. It was a straight up accident. T-bones don't just happen like that, man. I mean, no, actually they do. T-bones just happen like that out of nowhere, man. Big semis can't stop on a dime like that. And, you can't expect anything to go perfectly right 100% of the time. Mike Ross is beating himself up right now over his parents' death, and I know. He shouldn't be so hard on himself, though. No, Mike. It's far from it, bro. Let me use the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. So that episode of Suits just finished, and it ended off with Lewis pretty much discovering that there's potential that Mike Ross could be a fraud, and that being because there's a class that he took, I think it was an ethics class, and in that class the professor is known notoriously for not giving anyone more than an A on their grade. And so that kind of sparked up some more controversy with Lewis. He's like, no one gets an A plus in this guy's class, and somehow Mike Ross does, and it's just raising up all types of red flags for him. I still haven't used the restroom. I was kind of giving the doggos some treats, and I had to plug my phone in because it was at 2%. But yeah, that's pretty much how that episode ended. And now I think on the next episode is where Lewis pretty much starts grilling Mike Ross over this, and it's gonna. Oh, it might be bad. Hopefully, Mike Ross is able to get himself out of this one. Alright, y'all. Well, I still need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Okay? I think I'm gonna read for a little bit. I'm gonna read a chapter, and then I'm gonna start up the exclusive stream, okay? Talk to y'all in a minute. All right. Oh, this seems to be going well. Oh, so I think, yeah, I'm gonna start the next chapter here. Try to clean up this book cover too when I get the chance. All right. I'm ready to read. I guess I'm just a bit in my head again. But I'm all good. Let's just kick back and read. All right. I think after this chapter, we'll be like halfway through the book. I'm gonna read it right here because I don't want to like mess up this book cover, so I'd rather just read on a flat surface. Okay. Chapter 9. Oh. Yeah, what's up? Put that over. What? Dang. It's Colton. Yo, what's up, dude? Good to hear from you again. What you been up to? Oh, that's a word I've never seen before. Oh, oh wow. This is interesting. Brony, hey, what's up, bro? Saw your message. This is crazy. My computer's never lasted this long with on just the battery. I'm guessing I finally like fine-tuned this thing perfectly. Because I think this thing's been on for almost an hour and it hasn't even dropped 1% of battery. Wow. That's impressive. Yo, what's up, Brony? For some reason, your message isn't popping up. That's a little weird. Uh, what just happened to my chat? Okay. Well, that was weird. Yeah, so I'm just reading right now. Wow. This book took a twist. I did not expect that. Here, let me try not resetting the stream, but let me try to fix it. There we go. It's still not popping up, but that's fine. Oh, finally. Finally, the battery's starting to go down. No. Ah, don't tell me. Dang, chapter 10, no. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to read into this. Oh, she survives. Okay, we're gonna continue reading this next time. Oh man, chapter 10, that's crazy. This story's really starting to pick up. I'm gonna try to clean this book cover really quick. I know it's not gonna be easy, but it's worth a shot. I'm definitely gonna need some tape for the book cover. It's not even really that dirty. I think this is just the coloring of the book. I did as best as I could. Just try to clean the front. I think it does kind of pick up some of the surface dirt though. I wouldn't say it really does that much of a deep clean. Probably have to use like some alcohol wipes or something. All right. Cool. Dude, that chapter really picked up. Holy moly. So to explain that part, oh my goodness, pretty much, wow. This book cover's taking a little bit of damage, but it's okay. All right, let me just set this down then. And we'll continue reading it later. It's fine, the book cover is as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do to it. I can't really restore that past its original state right now, so I could just leave it at that. It still looks really good. I say we're halfway through the book, so there's probably like 20 chapters in this story. What? What happened to the chat? Huh. Weird. Alright. Yeah, that does it. Quite an interesting story, man. It's really starting to pick up. I need to put some tape on this. gonna set this over here. Let's see. Wow, that was really something else. All right, y'all. I'm gonna switch this over to the exclusive. That was a good read. And yeah, so we had breakfast, we watched some TV, and we ended up reading another chapter right now, which I'll say that was good. That was good. All right. See you guys in a minute, okay? I'm gonna restart the stream and we're gonna do an exclusive. We're gonna play some video games. And yeah, I pretty much got through my morning here. Thank you guys for being here. I don't know what's up with the chat though. It's been really weird time. Huh. Anyways. Yeah, I'll see y'all there, okay? Thank you, everybody. Peace.